schools, they were teaching the deaf, but they've fallen down. So, but we're still teaching at Sunset. And so I want to talk about that program, what we're doing about Sunset there. That's our new logo. I asked him, I said, have a logo for the school, but I want one for the deaf. So the man, he made for me now the new one. Got the I love you on the sun. So the new logo for the school. Okay? So I want to talk about the school. Let's go to the next slide. This is our purpose. What's the goal of Sunset? What's the purpose? Sunset's a big school. It's not just deaf. Deaf's one of the programs there. They have many hearing programs. They have missions programs. They have many schools through Sunset all over the world. Different, they call satellite schools. I mean, they use the material from Sunset, and many of the teachers, they teach and they go and they stay 2 or 3 weeks. They teach other countries in the schools there. So sometimes they say Sunset has around 30,000 students every year all around the world. Many, many, many. South America, Africa, Asia, different places, okay? But our purpose is what? It says training whole. Whole means whole persons to communicate a whole gospel to the whole world. What for? All to please God. That's the goal of Sunset. And so one of the programs at Sunset is deaf ministry training, and that's what we're involved in. So I want to talk about that. Hollis started that program 1977 back, and now next year, 2017, we'll celebrate 40 years of a deaf ministry training. And Bob, he's still teaching there. Next year will be 35 years Bob taught in school there. So let's go to the next slide. What's the deaf program in SIBI? We call it SIBI, it's Sunset International Bible Institute. It's a 3-year ministry program that the students to share the gospel with the deaf and to work with the deaf Christians. It's open to both deaf and hearing students. So I'll explain a little bit of that in a little bit. Let's go to the next slide. We have different types of programs now at Sunset. One we call residential. Does that mean you live there? You move to Lubbock, you stay there, you study there in the school. In Lubbock, you can live there. It's a beautiful place. You want to see? Oh, this is our students. Yeah. Let's go to the next one. Live in Lubbock, Texas. Beautiful city, right? Sometimes it happens. And the dust comes. It happens sometimes there. But really, the city is beautiful. Next slide. It's a nice city. 285,000 people. Has a big university, Texas Tech University there. It has other Lubbock Christian universities there, and Sunset's there, training. So let's go to the next one. In 3 years, the deaf come, we study about 40 classes through the Old Testament, New Testament, some topics we study. We train in counseling. They practice preaching. They have 8 labs. They train for preaching, different things they're involved in. So in 3 years with the deaf. Now the hearing, they take 2 years. Whew, it's a lot studying 2 years because hearing, church to support them. And churches support 2 years, okay, fine. 3, 4 years, church don't like to support that student. So the hearing need to go fast. The deaf, we slow it a little bit, we go down, but it's the same material, the same classes. And so we teach about 40 classes. You graduate, get a BA from Bible studies at Sunset. Next slide. What for? You go to Lubbock, you have a relationship with the other classmates there. You can have a relationship with your teachers. You go to chapel, you get experience living there. That's the benefit. It's the best option. Just go there to live in Lubbock to study the Bible. Let's go to the next slide. Also, we take mission trips. Last March, the group, DEF, we went down there. Most of the time we go to Mexico City. Mexico City there. There in Mexico City, they have almost 1 million deaf in that city there. Many, many, many deaf. Last year, April, we sent first deaf missionary, Mike and Kim Cantrell. They graduated, and the church, Sunset, supporting, they're paying, and they now live in Mexico City. They're working, teaching the deaf church there. And so we like to go down there with students. We go down there, we visit, we help, encourage church, encourage the missionaries, and work with them, Mexico City. So you have that opportunity. Next. We have internships. We try to like our students during the summer. It's break time. We encourage you. Go work with the church, work with a deaf preacher, and they learn. They train during the summer, help with the camp. We go other countries. After this workshop in July, I'm going down with Enrique, one of my students, with my son. We're going to go for a month and stay Honduras, and help them establish their deaf church there in Honduras. So internship opportunity for that during school. Okay, let's go to the next one. But the other thing we have, we added it up, because many people, they can't move to Lubbock. It's hard to move to Lubbock, and so what do? Well, now we start online classes, but these are live online. It means I'm sitting in Lubbock, I'm teaching the class, and then you sit, and we have some of the students in Mississippi, in Florida, Arizona, Oklahoma, and they sit and they watch on the internet. Have the PowerPoint. They can watch. They can ask questions, chat. If they want to, I can see them during the class, so they don't have to move to Lubbock. So now we're offering that opportunity because some people can't move, so you can still study. It takes a little longer, and you lose some benefit with students, teachers in the school, but have that opportunity now. Let's see the next slide. That's one of the examples. That's Mark Lowenstein. He's going to come tonight. He'll get here. He's one of our teachers. He's working with the church in Phoenix, Arizona there, but he teaches during the week in the class. And so the students, they sit, they watch him, he's teaching, they take the test online, everything. He's teaching there in Lubbock, but he's from Arizona there. Next slide. There's Bob. He's teaching online. You see the chat, so they can type, ask him questions. He answers during the class. So that's Bob teaching online there. Those are the students. They're studying. They got their laptop, looking, signing, everything, the online class. So we have that opportunity now. So you can't move to Lubbock. You still can study the Bible. You still can. We have the opportunity to do that. Okay? Let's go to the next slide. We use sunsetonline.org. Have the class. We have homework, notes, tests on that. We use a program. It's called Adobe Connect. And so you open it up, you can see it. And then next, we record the classes. Some people are stuck, they're working during the day. They can't, the class live time. And so they go and they watch it later. They finish recording the class. And if they have a question, they text me or call me, VP, or something, we can discuss something, but they can watch it recorded class and still in the class. Okay, let's go to the next. And there's no cost to go to school. No cost, no tuition. But the next one, we do charge $20 a class. Why? It's for technology, to help pay for the technology we use to have online classes there. So it's 20. Tuition, free, but charge for the technology. It helps pay for that. We use that per class, each class. Most classes 9 weeks. We have a break in the middle for research. So they study most time 4 weeks. We study, and then we take a break week. It's not really a break. It's research. They can catch up their homework, finish writing their papers, and then we go back 4 more weeks, final test, and then we take a break week. Yeah. $20 each class. Online. Everything's online. Let's go to the next one. We have another way you can study. It's called extension. Well, what happened is Hollis interpreted many of the classes. And you will see out there, I have my booth, the table there. You see the TV, and I have DVDs there. DVDs, the books there, they're not free. They're for sale. You can't take them. Someone took to means I got to pay myself. But there, if you want, you want to get a class, tell me, we can order it, or if I can give it to you. But you pay, and then Hollis is interpreting. It's a hearing teacher, but Hollis interpreted 36 classes. Hollis did before he retired. And so he interpreted. You can watch, take the test through this school. It's a little harder because interpreting class, different than online, because online we're really teaching ASL during the class. It's live. But this is DVD, so you pause, go back, watch it again, have the study guides with it, and we have them. You can see what it looked like back there. Let's go on. So, and I have it online. You can DVD or online, both. You can watch that. Next one says DVD. Let's go to the next one. Okay, and that's Hollis interpreting. Okay. And for the deaf, the hearing want to take those classes, they pay a lot. I think it's $125 a class. If the deaf want to take the class, it's free. You can watch it on the internet. You can watch it because they want to give the opportunity to the deaf, and they don't charge. You have to fill out, I'm deaf. On the page, they say, have the paper, you fill it out, I'm deaf, and they will give you free classes with on the line, the internet classes. Okay? All right, so that's our new sign. I meant to put a new, they gave me the big one out there. That's for the new deaf sign. But I want you to notice there the interpreter, because many people think Sunset Deaf Ministry, it means what? They're training deaf preachers, teachers. Oh, we also train many, many years, train interpreters. Many people go hearing, they learn sign language, and then they learn how the Bible same time, and it helps. It's important we have Christian interpreters, right? If you hire a professional interpreter, go to the church there to interpret, and you preach about baptism, and they're saying interpreter because they grow up Catholic, and they don't know we're talking about baptism. They're saying different, same word. So it's important we need to train interpreters to know the Bible as well, and we do that. And so we have that opportunity. Many students hearing that come, they take the sign language classes in 1 year, they're standing up interpreting in 1 year. And so we have that opportunity. So if you know hearing people interested, want to study sign language, learn how to interpret, learn the Bible same time, have that opportunity there at Sunset. Next slide. If you have any questions, it's my email address, dennis@cbdef.org, and the website next. Is it not showing up? It's not showing up, okay. It's dark, www.cbdef.org. Now, out there at the table, I have keychain. Has the internet address there. So you can take one, have the book, has my card, has a handsome picture on it. You can take it. If you want to call me, email me, contact with me, you can do that. Any questions? Because it's important. We need to have more preachers, teachers, interpreters for the deaf who are Christian training. Okay? And so if you have questions, meet me out there and we can talk about Sunset. I want to encourage all of you to go. It doesn't matter if you're old, you're young, handsome, ugly, it doesn't matter. We accept everyone. Okay? Okay? So any questions, talk with me after this. Okay?